Welcome to Botches Off-Road. Join us as we talk about everything from gear reviews to trail stories, tent camping to rock landing, and all things to do with the outdoors. All right, Mark, what'd you do last weekend? I'm just going to jump right into it. I ain't going to give them no dilly-dally, no bullshit, nothing. Just right into her.
I did the same thing you did, so you might as well explain it.
God.
So, he's right. Kind of. So this weekend, or last weekend, I guess, we didn't really have any truck things planned.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we had anything planned. We were just going to bullshit.
Yep.
And I was looking at the 4Runner, and for whatever reason, this was while Mark and Alan were on their way, by the way. Like, it was really bad timing. I was just looking at the 4Runner, and I'm like, you know what? I really hate my rocker panels.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you hated them for a while.
I ripped the... Yeah, but like, for whatever reason, Friday night, I really hated them. So I started cutting out rocker panels with a grinder, which I thought it would take like 20 minutes. No, that takes like 4.5 hours. Like, it took a long time to cut those rocker panels.
What was the
out.
last project you thought was not going to take that long? It took us almost 4 days.
I don't even remember. I don't know why I was thinking rocker panels would just fall off. Whatever. So, Friday night, we worked pretty late getting those cut out. Well, the passenger side. We worked pretty late getting the passenger side cut out.
Yep.
At some point, we decided that it'd be better with a acetylene torch, so we went and got our buddy's acetylene torch. It was not better. It almost lit my car on fire. Well, I guess it did light my car on fire, but we put it out.
Yep.
So after that was all cut out and chopped off, and I'll make sure Mark puts pictures of this in chapter art, because I took, what would you say, 3 or 4 inches of height off my body?
Yeah, roughly. Like, I don't think you can see your frame originally, but you can definitely see the frame once you cut all that old rocker off.
Like, I probably cut out 4 inches of body. And then I had some sliders that were off the crawler.
Yep.
So we cut those off the crawler and then slid them up the frame till they were about 1/2 inch from touching the body of the 4Runner, my 4Runner, and then welded them in. So now I have sliders that are, now I have sliders that are kind of secret sliders. They're hidden from the world. Yep. And they're 4 inches higher than the average slider. Clearance, I guess. I don't know. But the important thing is there's no more rust on the body of the 4Runner.
Nope.
That I found.
They have found. Yeah.
Yeah, so that ended up taking us 2 days.
Yep, 2 days.
I don't think we weren't done till what, like 10 o'clock on Saturday?
Yeah, about 10 o'clock Saturday.
So much for 40 minutes of grinding rocker panels off and an hour of welding, huh?
Yeah. I think it was 2 hours or more for welding.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't. Yeah. I could just feel it hurting my back right now thinking about it.
Oh, dude, my back's killing me today. Like, we've been done for 4 days and my back still hurts.
I was hurting before we even started the project. That was because of my work week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a long week before that. Like, what was wrong with me?
God, you guys had a fun weekend. I think my weekend ended on, Sunday. I got into work. And as the listeners know, I have been trying to recover from whatever mystery sickness I've had. And I came in Sunday at about, 8:30, 9. Honestly, I was a little groggy, but I was feeling okay sick-wise, and I was walking back up to the register, getting ready to count tills and everything, put that stuff in, and I could feel a little cough coming, so I was like, oh, yeah, no big deal, little cough. And, it turned into be a big cough. I coughed so hard, I popped a rib, and then, the excruciating pain that comes after that, I could barely walk or move. Turns out I tore or pulled like an intercostal, I think it's intercostal, like a muscle between the ribs. just from coughing so much. And so I've been in some extreme pain since then. The spasms have stopped. It's still sore, but I've been sleeping in a chair for the last 4 days, so my back's a little sore from that.
And not going to work, you prick.
No, yeah, I've been out of work. My whole left side I can't barely lift anything with just because of the rib pain and stuff. I mean, it's all the muscles surrounding the rib, like lat muscles and everything for picking things up. So it's like, I can't even explain how bad it hurt, but I was seeing spots in my eyesight, So yeah, it's pretty rough.
I know Sunday when I saw you couldn't even reach across the truck to get your phone off the holder.
No, yeah, and that was after I took a lot of pain meds that I were totally prescribed. So it completely legal. But it was a lot of pain, and been a lot of nights since then trying to get comfortable in a bed, but you slip, you can't sleep on your left side because your ribs are in pain and they're popping in and out. Right. Can't sleep on your right side because of the weight, maybe just because I'm fat, but the weight of the ribs pulling down, like gravity, is hurt, so it keeps me awake. The only way that I can actually comfortably sit is if I'm sitting in a chair, almost a complete 90. So that was fun. But I did use Monday, had a little bit extra money, decided to splurge and got a wolf box. And I used Monday for the install of that. I got a wolf box G850. Okay. And so I spent Monday trying to get that together, not reading any of the directions or anything, and tried tucking some of the wires so it's not super obvious. And I'm pretty impressed with it so far, honestly. I think it's pretty cool. I learned.
I wish that my windshield wasn't so small so I could have one.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice. I mean, I got it more for the rear view, the backup.
Yeah.
I ran my wire up along, the A pillar, behind the visor to the A pillar, and then up along the whole back through my back door. Then I was originally going to just set it kind of where my brake light was at, but the way that the camera's orientated, you have to have it upside down for it to work. So the way that I stuck it, you can flip it, but the way that the way that I had it set, it wasn't giving me enough angle to actually see. So I had to unstick it, and then I moved it to the back rail of my roof rack, and now I could see all. So that was pretty nice. Took me.
Did you get your new roof rack installed?
Oh no. It's held on there via 3M stickiness. So I'll hard mount it after. But yeah, no, it was pretty cool. I went on the trail on Prairie a little bit just to kind of try it out, and then realize that they have an app to access your wolf box stuff and to see the video and all that. So I went to go access my video and realized when you turn it on wireless mode, you have to be able to hook up to Wi-Fi. It was like I was hooking up to my CarPlay on the FJ via Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So kind of had an issue there. I couldn't connect to both, which was kind of stupid. So I went digging in my box of random cords from upgrades that I thought I didn't need stuff from, and found the actual CarPlay port that went in the back of my radio that I was actually supposed to put in originally, but I didn't know that that's what that was for because I don't read directions. I just saw a USB port, and I'm like, I don't need that. I got a whole fucking brick of them sitting over here, so I never plugged it in. So I went and plugged that in, plugged my phone into the USB, and boom, I got CarPlay via USB, so now I can use my Wi-Fi. I'm like, sweet. So figured all that out. That was fun. Life is just so much more fun when you don't read directions, man. Tell you what.
But shouldn't you only have to hook up to the wolf box when you want to pull videos?
Yeah, but because if I'm hooked, I have to have the wolf box on. So the vehicle has to be running.
Okay.
And my car automatically connects to the Wi-Fi, CarPlay. And every time I switch it off or disconnect it, it reconnects.
Did you put the app on your phone?
Yeah.
Did you put the app on your phone or on your dash?
No, not on my dash. There's no point,
So on your phone, all you'd have to do is disconnect from the CarPlay Wi-Fi and connect to the Wolfbox Wi-Fi.
Yeah, well, obviously that would be the easiest, right? Except that the CarPlay Wi-Fi auto reconnects, and for some reason I couldn't get them to stop connecting. They were I would turn off the Wi-Fi to the radio.
Yeah, it does
on
that.
The tablet, and it would turn back on and reconnect back to my phone, and so that was.
It was like my work truck does that all the time. Like, I gotta make sure I don't have the Bluetooth on when someone turns the truck on, or else it's gonna automatically connect every time I go to disconnect. It does it again.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, theoretically, that all works well, but it was not working for me. But I figured out a better alternative anyway. It hooks right up to the CarPlay, and it charges my phone at the same time. So, honestly, it all worked out. So, clean that up. And then these past couple days when, and I'm counting this as my weekend because my weekend hasn't ended yet. I haven't had to go back to work. So, these past couple days in recovery, I have been organizing and kind of taking inventory of what I have, what I want to take back out, because I haven't actually moved all my stuff back out to my truck yet for the camping season. So I've been kind of taking inventory of what I do have, what we've accumulated, and kind of going through everything and going, hey, what do I actually need out here now that I've gone through the year, now that I know what we've used, what I didn't need. Like, I have 2 of those cheapest, like, Walmart camp cook sets, and I'm like, yep, don't need those. Those can get hung up and forgotten. So it's like, been going through that kind of stuff. Like, hey, do I need this coffee grinder? How many coffee mugs do we really need? And then kind of thinking about all that. Like, right now I'm in the camp cookware hunt. I want to try and find more collapsible, good quality camp cookware, not like the crap that you can get from Walmart that doesn't distribute heat well, that doesn't have nice nonstick properties, but that also isn't 5 to 10 pounds of cast iron, because obviously the easy answer is cast iron, but
yeah, just get yourself one good cast iron pan.
Yeah, but if
like a 12-inch skillet.
12-inch skillet can't make me a big pot of jambalaya, though. Or
okay, so it can get one like mine. I've got one of the chicken fryers.
What do you mean?
It's about yay deep.
Yeah.
Ish. And about yay big around, and it weighs about 5 pounds.
Yeah, that's the issue, though, is that then at that point, I'm not really getting rid of any space. I'm just adding more bulk. So I'm trying to cut down on those.
You can put stuff in a cast iron pan.
Correct. But I don't really have anything that's going to go in there. Like, am I going to throw all my eating utensils or coffee mugs in there? Or, like,
it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, I'm sure that would work, but I'm looking for something that's more collapsible, something that's going to fit in a smaller space that isn't as heavy. Like, I carried around my Dutch oven last year. We made jambalaya in that a couple times. That was cool.
Dutch oven's a little much. How big's your Dutch oven?
It was a small one. It was like 5 quart.
No, I say I've got a big Dutch oven, and I would hate carrying that.
Yeah, I carried that on the roof because I had the extra space. But it was like, between that, I had a little cook pot and a pan. My biggest thing is, like, I want to get something that collapses into each other, the handles they could come off of, but can still cook well. And that's light, so that I can actually kind of put it away. Last year, my pots and pans were honestly just banging around in the back, which is fine for some people, but I'm kind of a gear guy anyway. So I kind of wanted to...
Let me know what you come up with, because we also have that problem.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at like the Gerber stuff. Gerber's got a really nice like complete set, is what it's called, but they're expensive.
Is it the one they just released?
Yeah, it's just expensive. It's like $200 for the full set, but it's all collapsible. Sea to Summit has good stuff. They're like a hiking company. They have a lot of like bowls that are like half nylon, half metal, so they collapse really well, and they're cookable. So they have like pots that you can use to cook with metal bottoms that collapse, but it's finding something, that's gonna fit in each other, that is, a decent price, that's decent quality, that isn't, just straight junk.
Yeah.
Because if you spend that money, you kind of want it to be worth it.
Let me see how much my cost for the Gerber stuff is, because I might be able to save you a boatload of money.
Heck yeah, dude. Because that would be my one of the ones I was thinking about. I don't. Do you have like the veteran discount or something?
Big time.
Nice.
Yeah, we gotta. I think we really gotta focus on our pack out kitchen, on your kitchen too. At the same time, Alex.
Yeah.
GSI has a decent. It's called the Bugaboo Base Camper. That's got a complete collapsible like system. It's got the frying pan. It's got the detachable handles. It's got the pot, strainer, and the lid. And that's about like $124. So that's not bad. It's a little cheaper. Not that I distrust GSI, because for the price that they offer, they have some decent stuff. It's just I don't want to buy again,
How does like $120 sound?
That is much better from like $200. Yeah, what am I looking at on this? Yeah, I'm looking at $200, $199.95. If it's through veterans, Sienna could get it then.
Yeah, dude. So Gerber has a really great veteran program. It's like 40% off everything.
Wow.
And I think it stacks with sales.
Oh, does it?
I think so.
Yeah, so going more into this complete system then, because $100 would make it worth it for everything that you get. It's got the saute pan, it's got a stock pot, 4 plates, 4 bowls, a mixing bowl, and like a oven pad or something, and it all goes into one bag. And yeah, I mean, dude, for that price, that might actually be where I go, because that'll take. So we have a bunch, and I'll say this for like beginning overlanders, campers. If you want like the cheapest, durable camp utensils, plates, and stuff like that, the Walmart 85-cent plates and bowls, you cannot get any better than like the plates, bowls, and cups. They're 85 cents each.
That's that's the one we use too.
Yeah, and they collapse pretty well together. I used that all last year, and I honestly, when I was talking to my wife earlier, we were kind of brainstorming this. She's just like, I don't care. I just eat what you make. She's like, so whatever keeps you making it. And I'm like, nah, I really want to hear from you, like as a team member here. So she's like, yeah, something more collapsible. And she made the point too that they were just kind of jangling every time we hit a bump, every time we went off camber, our pots and stuff were shifting. So to be able to have everything like this all in one place, to have all of our, that would get rid of all of our extra plates, our bowls. That would save me a lot of space right there. Because before I had a pan jangling in the back, then I had plates and bowls taking up almost 2 of the small drawers that I had. So that's now that you say that, I'm gonna let Sienna know about that, and we're gonna probably do that.
on Gerber's website, it's actually $214.99. After discount, it comes out to $140,
Yeah.
but free shipping. So.
Yeah, I mean, still, that's a good deal for me. And I trust Gerber. I've had a lot of Gerber stuff that's actually been pretty decent. So that's.
I just wish that they sold my MP600 on the website, because I totally would have bought it from them rather than someone on eBay.
MP600. What is that?
That's the military issue Gerber.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's the one that I broke cutting a turkey's toe off last week.
Actually, Sienna, so I chipped the top of my knife on my Leatherman. I have a Leatherman. I think it's called a Wingman or a Sidekick. Let me just check my pocket here. Sidekick. And
though maybe I screwed up. The Gerber stakeout is freaking cool. Hey, this is good hour topic. We're still on the half hour.
Yeah, it's too late. Oh. We already got into all the cooking and stuff. I went for my weekend recap.
We'll get into this. We'll get into this on the hour episode for all the listeners, so you'll hear more about it on Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, yeah.
So real quick, so to wrap it all back to where we need to be.
Yeah. For next weekend.
So Sunday, me and Gavin did some storm chasing.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
That's some gnarly storm systems that came through though.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the trees in Gaylord?
Met up. Dude, the ice storm in Gaylord was wild.
Yes.
And where?
They're gonna be putting that back together for a long time.
Months.
Yeah, they had like trees slowly falling down and snapping. Yep, up in Gaylord.
Is that what you guys call it? Gaylord?
What do you call it?
Gaylord?
Never heard of it as Gaylord.
Yeah, Gaylord.
You said Gaylord, like Gaylord.
Dude, I change. It just depends.
I'm just curious. I'm not making fun of you.
Sometimes I say Gaylord.
I'm just saying Gaylord.
I don't know. I don't even know what I said.
Mark followed behind you.
I just say Gaylord. Sometimes I say it fast. Sometimes I say it fast. Sometimes I say it slow. Shit.
I'm just saying Gaylord. I've never heard it Gaylord before.
Oh yeah, we call it Gaylord. Like I was when you said Gaylord, I'm like, damn, putting the emphasis on that the Gaylord part of it. I was like, okay.
You're muted, Alex.
Well, fuck. That's where the gay lord lives. So of course we're gonna call it Gaylord.
It's true. Oh gosh, yeah, we got to get to that hour here now because now I got other stuff I want to talk about with our cook stuff.
So, see what I did some stuff. Now you got me thinking. So Monday I sealed up the holes in my truck so that I can go off roading again.
Because Sunday while we were storm taken care of. Getting all back to this.
Yeah.
Sunday while we were storm chasing, he couldn't go off road with me. Because he had holes in his truck. His tires would just kick dirt all the way up to his seat belts. So
yeah, let's fix it.
Yeah, someone didn't think that was a crucial part until he chopped it off.
I stuffed some shop towels in there and then filled it full of silicone. So we're good.
Oh my gosh! And you get after me for my half-ass jobs, dude. I don't ever want to hear it again. That's hilarious.
I'm probably gonna rip all of that out and replace it with a weld, but I needed something to seal it for the week.
You should have did some ramen and super glue and then sanded it down. That probably would have worked better.
That's a good idea.
I was talking about stuff. I just got an idea for a shirt for next year, but I won't say anything about it over here.
Okay, yeah, save that.
Save it. See, now we got a good hour for it. Oh, let me finish this out. So.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So we met up for storm chasing, looking for tornadoes because we got a tornado warning for our county, for our area, whatever. And we didn't see anything. Actually, me and Alex saw what we thought were spouts that like dissolved on the other side of the field that we were stationed at because we're professionals. And
Yeah.
so we basically chatted in the field looking for tornadoes. Well, it turns out,
Which,
I don't know if you saw the picture, Alex, of the confirmed tornado route that we did have in Grant. It was less than half a mile from me. Very, very close.
yeah, it was. So there were actually 2 confirmed EF zeros or whatever they call them in Newego County.
Yep.
There's the one that went from Howard City to Croton, and then about 30 minutes after that one, this is according to my storm chasing group, so it's not an official news source, but about a half hour after the confirmed EF0 that the news has been reporting about, there was a second one that went across the muck fields.
Yes.
I think that's what we saw.
So it is. So that's what took out our power lines. The 2.
Yep.
So
there was
where we
4
were,
confirmed ones over Michigan in general.
yeah,
There's like
so
2 down here south.
I posted a picture into our Botches Off-Road groups, and I marked basically where I live with red, and then basically the path of the tornado.
We'll put that in the show or in the Alvamart, but we're gonna block out all the street names, so we're not telling everyone where Gavin
Come
lives.
find me. Come find me. You'll get a big old hug.
But it's
So does that mean the lakes too?
oh shit, Gavin.
I gotta do the lakes too.
And if you think about it, so we were right on that corner there.
Mm-hmm.
So we were really close to where that tornado started.
Yeah, so we actually missed it, though. So by the time we got out, it was already done and gone because it had already taken out the 2 power towers. So I lost power, and then we decided, hey, it's time to book it to a safer spot. So the wife and dad and the kid went to a safer spot, and as I was pulling out with my truck because I didn't want any trees to fall on it, I was like, screw it, I'm going to go look for a tornado. So I called Alex to make sure he knew, and of course he already did. So we met up at the gas station, and then came out
I
to
was
this
sitting
road.
here in like in my cockpit.
Yeah.
I got 4 monitors in front of me. One had the news, one had the storm chasing group, one had the radar, the other one had the radar the news was showing, which was not accurate.
Yeah, so we met up and then drove to the corner because I was like, let's just go to the muck fields. It's as far as you could see, we'd be able to see a tornado come down. Lo and behold, now that you look at this path, it started right on the corner. So where that line starts, right past where that road, I guess if they do leave the names on there, 120th and Spruce, right where that corner is where the church is. I want you guys. I don't care.
This man don't give a damn.
Come find me. If it's for something nefarious, you won't get far. If it's for something nice, you'll get very far. So, anywho, right on that corner is right where we were looking for it. So we had just missed it, and it went from that point to the other point, and that's all there was. And then there was nothing else the rest of the day. So it was uneventful, other than the fact that I didn't have power for 2 days. So I got it back like was it yesterday night? Yesterday morning? Or like really early yesterday morning? At like 1 a.m.? No, it was the day before. It was because that was Sunday, right? So we didn't have power from Sunday, all of Monday, and then we got it Tuesday morning at like 1 a.m. So, and it wasn't projected till 5 p.m. So we were very happy.
Yeah.
I was laying in a 90-degree spot on my bed, sitting chair style against the wall because I couldn't sleep because of my pain, as I mentioned earlier. And all of a sudden, and I had fallen asleep, and all of a sudden, boom, my big LED light for my room just pops on, and I'm like, I just fell asleep. God dang it. So I tried to use my Wi-Fi to turn my light off, and nope, of course, Wi-Fi wasn't started up yet, so I actually had to get out of bed. First world problems.
Oh, the worst.
First world problems. Well, it's painful for me to
But-
move, so I was like, I don't want to get up.
On that note, we haven't even told you what we're doing this weekend, but the trailer is getting some work done.
Yep.
That's where I'll leave it. Things are changing.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, we'll catch you guys later.
Later.
See- Sorry.